That's like life size. It's as big as you almost.
This is like a coconut cracker.
Coconut cracker.
Because it really does work. There's a really cool thing that I learned when I was little with math, is that it's just scaling, if you've heard of it. It's like if you take 1/4 and you press and put an equal sign in between it, and then let's say 2/8, or just say 2. So you have 1/4 and 2. If you times this 2 by that 4, you get 8. Wait. 2, 4, yes, 8. And then you divide it by the 1. I think. Oh, sorry, it's hard to do it, and then you'd get 8. I think that's how it works.
You're right. 1/4 is 2/8.
Anyways, and so I used that, and what I did is I made, like, I had a little teeny, nutcracker, and I was just like, I wonder how big this would have to be to, look really big and look like a nutcracker. So I took that, and you'd find out how wide it would need to be and how long. And these pieces were actually turned on a lathe, but the main piece right here was so big I couldn't turn it on a lathe. And so what I did is I made a jig that had wheels on it, like this, and then I had a stopper on one end. And I had a log that was in rounded shape, and I would measure inwards how much it would need to be inwards on a table saw. So the blade would come up. So this was on its side, and the blade would come up, and I'd measure this point and go that deep, and then turn the log, being very careful so it didn't, like fling or like get away from me, and be aware, just try and be as safe as possible. And then I go a little bit lower and go to that depth, a little bit lower, go to that depth. And then that's how I made these go in so far. And then I took, again, a rasp, like for horseshoeing, and I took it was a file, went like this all around, and smoothed it out, then took a sander and that, and made it, that part of it. And so, yeah, this is like a life-size nutcracker that can break coconuts.
Have you used it on a coconut?
We tried.
You tried?
But I think what wound up happening is the coconut we got was like too wide.
Oh, yeah.
And so it's like, oh, next time we'll have to get a smaller coconut.
But it'll make powder out of any nuts you put in there, huh?
It's an excellent can crusher. We've crushed soda pop cans with it.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. And so it kind of has a little bit of rounded marks from here. Oh, and there's a peanut. Something cracked a peanut in it. Yeah.
Very cool. I like that. It's even got a little happy face on there.
Yeah, somebody drew eyes in the head.
Now, have you thought about painting this, the traditional soldier uniform?
Yes, we're going to actually, this is like, we have so many projects around the house. It's just another thing that we're going to get around to doing. But we wanted to paint it old-fashioned, even with some crackle paint, and make it look just like a normal nutcracker, just a little bit bigger. And we're going to use some fur and glue on some fur, so it'll have
a little
big
beard
fur piece, just like the other ones. It'll be kind of nice. But yeah, if these are hard to turn on the lathe, that's why I was saying that you'd probably want to do it that other way. Because he burned up a motor on the lathe trying to make this big piece.
Who did?
My dad.
Yeah.
And then he's like, no! Because it was the lathe and it was expensive.